Howdy! Hi, I'm Mulbat, and I wanted to do a tier list video because my brother has been doing tier list videos, and so I wanted to do a tier list video, so I'm doing a tier list video on default Blender meshes. Let's just jump right into this, not waste any time. The plane, starting off really strong, one of my all-time favorites. Let's get a close-up here. Default mesh, we're talking 2 meters by 2 meters. Really a classic, a super classic, and for that you got to give it A tier. Really versatile. I used a plane to make this tier list itself, which I think should prove a point in itself. Cube, default cube, come on. Come on. Look at that. I don't need to tell you. S tier, easily. There's literally like contests based around the default cube. You start with the cube. Everything starts with the cube. The plane is versatile and useful, but come on. It ain't the cube. Next up, circle. Really solid. A really solid one. It's definitely another building block type shape. I'm feeling... this one's kind of hard, actually. I'm feeling A tier. It's a similar plane as the plane, no pun intended. And it's good. It's definitely a good one. So moving on, let's get the UV sphere in here, the first of 2 spheres. Now, this sphere is pretty solid. It's really good if you want to get like a ball rolling in like a simulation or something. It's a sphere built out of rectangles, and it's pretty good for that. Very solid, also pretty useful. You can cut it in half, make a nice dome. I'm feeling a solid B tier. Next up, icosphere. Come on, I don't think I really need to say too much about it. It's just the cooler sphere. Next we got cylinder. This might be a controversial opinion, but it's only B tier for me. It's really... The thing is, I usually start with a circle if I want to make a cylinder. Because, you just start with the basics. But it's still useful. It's definitely good to make hot dogs and stuff, but I don't think it's as good as the basic circle. Okay, now we're moving into my hottest take of all, which is that I don't even need to... You know what? Control Z. I don't even need to move the cone. I don't like the cone. I don't like this cone. It pisses me off. Sorry to all you cone heads out there, but I don't like this cone. And my main reason is that I want to bevel things, and there's nothing to bevel when you have one point. I would use the circle. I would use the circle to make a cone in the first place, because I want some kind of platform at the top. I don't need one point. So we're going D tier. You know what? I'll move it over. Next up is the torus. Shout out all the Blender Guru fans out there. You know this one. This is good for making donuts, and that's it. So eat my shit. I'm feeling a C tier on this one, actually. I don't hate it. I don't detest it as much as the cone, but I don't know, it's not doing it for me. I really don't use it much. Once again, the circle is really good. You know what? Circle. Moving up, S tier circle. It's really solid. I end up using the circle over pretty much all of these. So let's move the circle to S tier. That feels good. Yeah, fuck it. Next up, grid. Huh? What's it? That's the plane. Kinda. It's the plane with some cuts in it. Which, once again, I don't know. I've never used the grid. I usually just drop in a plane and then make as many cuts as I want to. I don't know. This might be controversial as well, but I'm gonna put it in C tier. I don't hate it as much as the cone. I could see some uses for it, but it's alright. And finally, monkey, Suzanne mesh. Oh boy, I don't know. I know there's a lot of Suzanne fans out there. I know people like to light this head on fire, and you can make a Grogu out of it or whatever. I've made one nasty guy out of it. It's pretty good for that if you want to do some like basic, like, sculpting, like, right off the bat, but oh god, this one's tough. I'm trying to hold back all my hatred right now and be a little nicer here. I think because it's a monkey, that's kind of funny. We're gonna go B tier for Suzanne. So, I think that's a pretty good tier list. Cube is definitely still the best. If there was one above S, I would put the cube in there, but cube and circle definitely at the top. And fuck you, cone heads. Fuck you. I hate your cone. I hate you. Don't use that fucking cone. I hate that cone.